Good morning. I hope you survived the Labor Day weekend. We're still here in Noblesville at Always in Stitches. Back to the work week. Excited to know that you guys are going to be coming in and shopping with us. And so to that point, I want to show you some fun fabric we've got that's in. Did you survive the Labor Day weekend, Peter?
I did survive.
Yeah, you did some stitching.
Oh my gosh, I did so much stitching. I had to catch up with Lenine because I saw she was working on Autumn Quaker in the meeting, and I was like, no, she's not. She secretively started that without telling me. And I'm not happy about it.
Well, it is a cross-stitch contest in the background when people are out trying to out-cross-stitch each other, but it's all good. At the end of the day, we're just having fun playing the game. But I got to show you some fun fabrics that came in. We've got several lines came in this past week between our videos, so be sure to watch our videos each week because they always tell you what's new in the store, and that way if you can't get in, you can get it ordered. So right now, the one I want to talk about is this one. This is called Majestic Morning. Majestic Morning, and it's from the Wyndham Company. Here's a free pattern, but look how pretty that is with these trees around it. I love that. This would be a great wall hanging. You know, so many times quilts are fine for beds, but a lot of times I just want to hang them on the wall because they really are art. This is really pretty. This has nice teals and greens and grays. This would look great in my house, I'm just saying. But look at this panel. It really is. It's a big, wide panel. Look how wide it is. This one's covering it up a little bit. So this has been digitally printed, which is really a big help to get a bigger picture. They can get more on the screen. This would make one of those shadow box quilts. Have you seen where they cut it up and it looks like you're looking through a window? This would be really pretty for one of those. But look at the fabrics that come with it. These are so nice. Muted colors, nice blended. This kind of has a nice grayish tree look. But gosh, you could do a lot of things with these. These would cut up nice for a stack and whack. I think you'd be surprised at the pretty designs you could get out of it for a stack and whack. So we haven't put any kits together on this, but and there's not a whole lot to it. But as far as there's not a lot of pieces, but boy, it's pretty. It's got a nice colorway. So if you're looking for something to put in a cabin or maybe on your wall, this would be a good one. So that's pretty. Now I'm going to show you, this one's one of my favorites. When it came in, you know, I always talk about I'm going to buy fabric. I bought this one in 1 yard cuts. And we've already got one bolt that's almost empty. So this is from Shell Rummel. If you're not familiar with Shell Rummel, she's a really talented decorator, designer person. And she's recently moved into the quilting fabric world. And this is just stunning fabric. I mean, beautiful. She has kind of a seaside feeling. This one is called Sea Sisters. Sea Sisters. And this is just the prettiest fabric. You just can't even, I mean, it would English paper piece. It would, I'm actually making a bag already. I've got a purse going together. This is going to be the lining in my purse because, you know, I love navy. This is going to be the exterior of the purse. And I put a navy vinyl with it. So I'm kind of excited to get that done. I'll have to show you guys when I get it. This one looks like sea urchins, which people eat, but I've never cared to eat them. It feels like breaking and entering somebody's house. I don't want to eat them. That's kind of sandy. Love that. And then this is kind of a replica of a stripe. So you could use this for borders, I think, and get a really nice border out of it. And then this one, there's really, you have to open it up to see it all. Hers are very watercolor. Look how pretty that is. I mean, I could just frame that, you know, take a piece and put it on a piece of canvas and frame it. Such pretty fabric. She's a talented lady. And it's just wonderful to have her fabric. Look at those two. So that's Shell Rummel. It's from the Free Spirit Company. This one's really pretty. I think if you like that soft, you know, gentle watercolor kind of thing, you're going to love that line. So Free Spirit, Sea Sisters, Shell Rummel. Don't forget that one. Got some more over here. Okay, this one is from the Stoff Company, which is overseen by Blank. So you might hear about Stoff, you might hear about Blank. And this is just the funnest little line. These are just little quilting, they're calling it Quilting Rainbow. But it has lots of little pieces. Now, Peter, that English paper piecing you were doing on those 3/8 inch hexies,
Yeah.
these would be perfect.
Yeah, they would.
I mean, little
Yeah, that little
stars.
ginkgo leaf.
Yes, look at that. Look how pretty that would be on a little 3/8 inch hexie. I mean, that would be adorable. So we've got this line featured right now, but it's really going to be one that's going to end up in our blenders and be really nice because it gives a lot of variety in a lot of colorways. So purple will go into Peter's favorite purple.
Love the purple.
I know. See, there's that little daisy again.
Oh,
There's a
and they have
heart.
different motifs.
Yeah.
That polka dot's
These look
really
like
nice.
little, we called them, they're from maple trees, but we called them helicopters.
Yeah, helicopters.
Did you call them helicopters? Look at this purple with the aqua dot on it. That's really nice. And those look like dandelions. More flowers. And then these go into the oranges. I mean, I love the colors in this.
Same line or different people?
No, same line.
Oh, wow.
It's from the Blank Company, which is, and it's Stoff fabric. And it's called Keep Blooming or Quilting Rainbow. And the idea is they're all mixed up. Look at this little dot. Isn't that perfect? Man, that'd be great just for a background quilt.
Confetti.
Confetti, yeah.
Fall
Nice big-
confetti. Pumpkin
these-
spice confetti.
Yeah. Look at this in a brown. Ooh, that's elegant. That'd be pretty. You know what? That'd be nice with some cork. Make a bag and use that with the cork. That'd be lovely. These are some fun pieces too. There you go. There you go. These are really pretty.
And there was some on the bottom. I'll get those.
Yeah, get those.
Excuse me.
Oh, well, those are my colors down there. Why did they put my favorite colors on the bottom?
I think you got slided.
I think I did. I think there wasn't room. It's okay. Look how pretty those are, though. Same thing. Oh, look at these flower pods. I really like that. That's really fun. So these are just fun. These would be good to stash into your for solids. I know when I get ready to work on a project, I'm finding that I've put so much into my lines that are actually patterned that sometimes I don't have enough solids to go with what I'm making. And I'm trying to work on my stash to get it more evened out, and I'm trying to get some solids in it. You might have the same issue. We try to keep our solids department fairly well stocked. So let's head over to solids, Peter, and give them a glimpse of what we show them over there. Okay, I'm back in our solids corner, and when you come in our front door, this is immediately to the right. You just come around the corner, and this is where we keep our solids. I make a lot of bags, I make a lot of quilts, I just like to sew, and I like to work out of my stash whenever possible just because I don't want to have to always stop and run to the store. Now I work here.
But yet you come in on Sunday to shop.
I know, but when I come in on the days we're closed.
Well,
so I
the
can
shop's
shop.
closed.
I come in on the days.
That's probably the only day you can shop without getting bombarded with questions.
It kind of is. It really works better for me to shop when the shop is closed, so that's when I come in. But I really work out of my stash. Of course, I'm constantly building my stash, and one of the things I'm finding I need more of is solids, like blacks and blues, and things to go with, because you need that sashing, or you need that little bit of that cornerstone, and you don't always want your quilt screaming busy, 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 busy. You have to have some calm along with the busy for the busy to be interesting and the calm to be interesting. So you need a nice balance. So we have a great solids department, and we are always adding. We just got a line from Wyndham that is, this is one of them. There's a whole bunch. It's called Color Club, and what I like about it is they're just basic tone-on tones, but they're good solid colors, and we've put them into our blender wall. So they're not featured, means you're not going to find them on one of our rounders as a new line, but they are a new line. So I want you to know that we're constantly building up the different areas in our store, so when you shop, you can find variety. Our solids, we get Moda marbles in, we get, let's see, who else do we have? Wyndham, we have some Northcott, P&B, a lot of the Konas, we carry the Konas. So if you're looking for different colors in solids, which you really do need as part of your projects, don't hesitate to come in here. They're also a little lesser price point typically than your printed fabrics, so that helps you out a little bit as far as cost. And for those modern quilters who just like to work in solids and color play, this is a great department. So take some time, look around at the solids. If you haven't stashed your solids, you might want to think about, what do I need? What colorway do I like? I work in teals and pinks and navies and in greens and kind of beiges, so I try to keep those colors in my stash so that I have something to go with. And black is one you've always got to have, a little bit of black. So that's our solids corner. And there's lots to see here. So Peter, you're going to do a color scan. Let them see the fun colors we have. And there's even quilts above us that are just done in solids that are just pretty. So spend a little time in the solids corner. Shop it a little bit. You'll find some fun stuff there. Talked about solids. Now I want to talk about some of the fabrics that we don't typically use when we're making things. That would be cork. Cork has become really popular in the bag making part of the quilting world, and we carry some nice cork pieces in here, and we just got a few in the other day. We're constantly getting new ones. This one just came in. It's got like a real mid-century feel to it. I love this. I'm not sure that's going to stay out here. That may have to go home with me. Here is another piece of black with gold flecks, and here's a piece of gold with silver flecks. Oh no, black with silver flecks. This is a rose gold piece here, a piece of cork with rose gold, and you can see the back of it is kind of like it's fabric. The cork is put on fabric. It's a very thin layer of cork on fabric, and so it's very good to work with. It's super simple actually. It sews beautifully. You can see we've got some little projects made here out of the cork. You can make little bags out of it. You can make a little wallet out of it. Because the edges don't have to be finished, it gives you a little bit of an opportunity to do some really quick and easy sew together projects. This one's even got a zipper in it. I mean, come on, how fun is that? So if you're looking to do something different, maybe you've made every quilt you can think of and you're tired of making quilts and you want to try something different, you might look at making something out of cork. There's a lot of examples out here of things to make with cork. There's patterns to make with cork. Basically anything you make out of a fabric bag, you can still make it out of cork. Here's a little wallet too, just a little folded wallet. We've got several patterns that call for cork, but the exterior part of a bag, you can always use cork. It wears and tears beautifully. I've been really pleased with the things I've made out of cork. They've stayed very well. So consider cork as an option instead of fabric. And now we're going to look at some kits. Okay, the next thing I'm ready to show you are kits. So many times we have people come in and they're like, I want to make a quilt, but I just can't begin to figure out how to pick it all out. Well, let me tell you the solution. A kit. We put everything in the kit to make what you need. And we have a little area over here that has several kits available. We also, with a couple of these, have video classes. So Color Collage is a block of the month program that is being offered currently on our YouTube channel as a project that we have classes you can follow along and make this quilt. So if you can't get to the store but you'd like to come in and make this quilt, and it is stunning, you have an opportunity to do that through our online classes on our YouTube channel, which is where you're watching this right now. So I have this kit, and I also have another kit, which the finished quilt just came in. I can't wait to show you this. This one's called Emma. And you know, we did a deal of the day last week and the week before, and this is going to be our deal of the day this week. So I have a limited supply of this Emma quilt, and if you would like to sign up and then be able to have access to our YouTube channel with all the classes that show you how to do this.
Emma's on Facebook,
Emma's
I believe.
on Facebook, you're
private,
right.
Private Facebook group.
My bad. We have more than one choice. So there is a private Facebook group. We'd have to get you connected to that. But this has also a video class series. And this is going to be our deal of the day. So if you get the deal of the day, it's going to be 30% off. And I'll have the coupon code for you to put in. When you order it online, or if you call in, we'll give you a coupon code, and you can get this particular kit for Emma at 30% off. Okay, that's our deal of the day. I do have a limited quantity on that, so when they're gone, they're gone. But I would suggest if you're looking for kits and you want to pull a kit together and make a quilt, so much quicker. We've always got a nice selection of quilt choices here. These are perfect gifts, by the way. If you're looking for somebody who you know is a quilter and you would like to get them something because you know how much they enjoy sewing, these are really good because it's already put together. You don't have to come in and figure it out. The pattern's there, usually all the fabric for the quilt top and the binding. The batting in the back is not included most of the time, but what an easy way to make a quilt. It's all there, it's all ready for you, and all you gotta do is then just do the finished cutting and sew it together. So, deal of the day right here, Emma, 30% off if you order in for the deal of the day on those Emma kits. And it comes with a class. So I hope you look into that and sign up. We'd love to have you play along with us. All right, one more kit to show you because we love our kits. This one is called Winter Sky, and it features the fabric from the Benartex company called Alpine Valley. The pattern is Cora's Quilt, and this is an absolutely stunning quilt. It's got a nice background area that you could do some negative space work, which would be fun, fun, fun. And it uses layer cakes. So that makes it really simple cutting to put this together. And it comes with a navy color that you use as well. It's just 3 pieces of fabric basically, including the layer cakes. And what an easy way to make a quilt because everything's already pre-cut for you. So if you've not done a layer cake quilt before, you need to check that one out. This Winter Sky is going to sell fast, I feel sure. We do have the kits and we do have the pattern separate. Maybe you got a layer cake and you want to make it without using this particular layer cake. You could do this with another layer cake. We'll give you the pattern as well. But it's a fun little pattern. I think it'll sell well. Layer cakes, kits. Okay, we are back in our recording studio because it was getting a little busy out there, Peter. Did you notice we were having customers come in?
It was very busy.
It was busy. It's Tuesday, so we record on Tuesdays. You guys.
But that we were closed Monday, so they're making up for lost time.
We were closed Monday because it was Labor Day weekend, and hopefully everybody had a good Labor Day weekend. And so it was Tuesday morning, and so this feels like Monday. I'm going to be like off all week, and you have a 4-day week, and it's confusing, and I can't take it. But anyway, we digress. So, you know, Peter, you haven't given your weather report yet.
It's humid this morning. And I think we're supposed to be 89 degrees today.
Yeah, and it's sunny, and it is very humid. The whole building feels humid today, so I'm not sure what that's about. Because it felt cooler out, but...
I advise stay inside and sew.
Stay inside and sew. It's a good day to just stitch. Just stitch, stitch, stitch. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about classes this week because you guys have signed up for everything, and I don't have anything that's relatively new. We're actually scheduling stuff into 2024, which blows my mind. But there's so many classes. Go to our website, check them out. I don't have a new class to talk to you about this week, but some of those that we had already talked about aren't quite full yet, but don't wait. So if you're looking for a class, check it out. And then the other thing that we did was we did the series, the quilts behind me, where we made the rag quilt, and we made the balloon balls, and we made a pillowcase. And you guys loved that project. I mean, people in the store were picking them up, and you were buying them online, and I mean, it was just going everywhere. So we decided we didn't want to stop that. So we're going to do another project for the month of September, because this is September. And this is called, it's Moda. Again, Moda has some great free patterns that we have access to. And this is called Made with Love Patchwork Pouch. So this is another pattern you're going to be able to go to our website and download. Or you can call in and we will mail you one. I'll pay the postage to mail you one. Or you can come in the store and pick one up free anytime. And what it makes is this little zippy pouch, which is so cool. It's very simple. It calls to use charm squares. So I had a partial set of charm squares. It doesn't even use all the whole set of charm squares when you make it. And it's got a little tab. I just used some scrap ribbon that I had and put a little zipper on it. And of course I had to change the zipper head because my zipper heads can't ever match my zipper tape. That's kind of my thing. I love for them to be different. And it kind of has some little box corners on it. You could drop pins in here. I could probably put like my sewing supplies in here if I wanted to. It'd hold a pin cushion. It'd be a great English paper piecing little project to just take what you need to English paper piece. But we're going to go through how to make this fun little thing. The pattern calls for charm squares, which I think is a great way to make it if you've got, because I seem to always have stacks and stacks of charm squares because I buy them and then I don't know what to do with them. So it makes up really cute as charm squares. You could also use a layer cake, or you could just use some fabric you have that you think's attractive and a little bit of interfacing. So we're going to run this like we did before. I'm encouraging you to get the pattern from us if you would like to get it as soon as possible, and then start picking your fabric, because once you get your fabric picked out, then we're going to start sewing. And the cool thing is I'm going to teach you how to put in a zipper. I mean, we're really working on some skills here. Last time we did the rag quilt and the ball and the pillowcase and the tote bag, we got some basic skills. Well, here we go now. We're going to learn how to put in a zipper and how to do some gussets. So I think each time we do this, it goes a little bit further into the next level of what you can do with your sewing machine. So gather up your supplies. You need about a 10 by 10 piece of interfacing or fusible web or something that gives this box some stability, and either a set of charm squares, a couple pieces out of a layer cake, or 2 pieces of fabric 10 by 10. We can make that work, and a piece of grosgrain ribbon, or just any kind of ribbon. I happened to get this on a gift and it was in my stash, and so I thought, well, that kind of matches. We'll just stick that on there. So don't make these expensive. The first one you make should always just be a test run so that you get comfortable with what you're doing. So that's the first thing we want to talk about, okay? And then the other thing we get to talk about is the grand prize winner. I don't know if it's a grand prize. It's a grand prize. I mean,
that prize is grand.
This is a grand prize.
It's a lot of fabric.
There's a lot of fabric there. There's 21 fat quarters, which means that's what, 5 1/4 yards? 5 times, yeah, I think 5, 4. There's a lot of fabric. Okay, so we picked, first of all, did we giggle a bunch back here or not? Oh my goodness.
All day, every day.
All day, every day. You guys, the comments for to win this fat quarter bundle was the groaner jokes. And you guys really came up with some good ones. I wish I had time to read them all. I can't even, why do monsters eat ghosts? Because ghosts taste like sheet. Now that's a little one on the edge, but it was really funny. Thank you, Maggie, for that. And then one of the gals had, why did the boy throw the alarm clock out the window? He wanted to see time fly. That's an old one, but a goodie. I love that one. But we had to pick a winner, and it was not easy. I'm going to just tell you, it wasn't easy. We all had our favorites, but we decided that the one we liked the best, that was probably most appropriate for what we're doing here, was I want to share a pun about fabric, but I'm out of material. Ching! Get it? I thought that was a good one. It was a good groaner. But anyway, that's at Carla Lintzenick 2376. So I hope you know who you are. I know you know who you are. We don't know who you are. But we loved your joke and thought it was perfect. So this will be in our orders department. So if you'll contact orders at alwaysinstitches1.com, send them an email or call the store 317-776-4227. We will get this lovely fat quarter bundle to you. This fat quarter bundle almost didn't go to you. Peter and I were going to arm wrestle for it, weren't we?
We were.
So you could get, not that we couldn't get the fabric, I don't know why, but it was just when in a bundle it turned out so pretty. But anyway, so that's going to go to her. And then I want to tell you the deal of the day. I mentioned it in the video just briefly. It's that Emma kit that we showed you. And Emma is a lovely, lovely quilt. This is the code that you need to use, DODEMMA. Those are all letters. There's no numbers in there, so that's not a 0. It's a O. The letter O, DODEMMA. If you put that in the cart when you check out, you will get 30% off of that kit. And that kit opportunity will be available through Friday. So this airs on Thursday. You'll have Friday till midnight to get that deal. Once that's Friday midnight hits, this deal is gone. But the great thing about this quilt is if you do participate in that, you will get a free class with it, taught by Dawn Cornell, who Dawn is an amazing teacher. She is an employee of the Moda Company, and she also works with us one day a week, and she She has already forgotten more about quilting and how to do things than I have ever will be able to learn in my lifetime. There isn't anything the woman can't do. She's very, very talented. So it would be a great class if you want to learn how to make a quilt. And the other part is the quilt is stunning. She had it in here finished. They're getting ready to do the quilting work on it. And she showed it to our staff meeting, and we were just taken away by how pretty it is. So if you want to get that 30% off, that's a great deal to get that entire quilt top kit into your collection. And I think, gosh, that's about it. It's kind of a short what's new this week, but we got lots of videos to do because there's other things going on, and I don't want Peter's arms to fall off from holding the camera because it's hard work. So we're sure glad you watched us this week. We look forward to seeing you next week, and hopefully whatever you're stitching is fun. Comment, tell us what you're working on. I mean, we always give you something to comment, but please tell us what you're stitching and what you'd like to hear us talk about on What's New maybe next week. So meanwhile, have a great stitchy day. Bye.